In the world of mega projects, it's almost expected that they'll go over budget and over schedule. Mick Craley said, "Not this one."
The last project that I worked on in my career was the Future Growth Project, wellhead pressure management project in Kazakhstan. It's a $45 billion project. We had roughly around 50,000 workers on site every day for about 6 years.
At that time, it was the largest oil and gas project in the world. And Mick knew that the odds were stacked against him.
I would like to say I had execution certainty in my DNA, but I will have to admit my other giga projects all had delays and all had cost overruns due to specific issues. And I was determined to come into this project and not have that happen. I was determined to show the industry that this could work. I truly believe it does not have to happen. You do not have to go over budget. You do not have to go over schedule, and you can deliver all the quality, but you have to do the right work up front.
When Mick brought in execution certainty, he knew immediately that this wasn't just another scheduling tool.
The hardest thing on projects, and that's a small project around the house, or even a $45 billion project, it's knowing where you are, okay? It's knowing what is if you will, the signposts, waypoints that tell you that you are on the right trajectory.
Execution certainty didn't show up with answers. They showed up with the right questions.
I think what's most effective is the questions that were asked. This was never, oh, you should do this, or you said this and we think you should do that. That was never really a conversation that was had. The conversation was, what does it mean to define this? What does it mean to accomplish this? Who needs to be involved? We actually defined probably 300 or 400, maybe 500 waypoints across the multiple project teams, but we high graded them into the top 88, and then we high graded them in the top 10. And we hit all of the top 10, and we hit 90% of the top 88. And what I love about the roadmaps and the waypoints is it's a leadership tool. So it's a leadership tool that keeps you all on target on what's important. So if we had something go off track, then we grouped and we rallied around what needed to get done to have the minimal effect.
On most projects, when something goes wrong, teams try to hide it. Red on a status report means blame, but not this time.
And once again, execution certainty is if you know you're not on track, then let everybody know. And one of the most proud things I feel we got to on the Future Growth Project was we used to call it Red is our friend.
Instead of judgment, there was support. Instead of covering up problems, teams owned them together.
The whole discussion was, great, thank you. Thank you for letting us know. Now, we all are going to rally around you, not just the owners of that particular waypoint, but it's everybody. Can this project bring somebody over and help this project that's missing X, Y, Z, or whatever? And it really built a camaraderie. This was a fundamental change in how you talked about getting work done. This was a fundamental change in how you listen to your counterparts. And by doing this, then each of the different project teams were able to take the lead in driving the overall execution. And it was magical, honestly. And it just brought everybody together and brought huge clarity.
Mick set out to prove mega projects don't have to fail, and he was right.
But there's no doubt in my mind that this process saved the project several hundred, even $1 billion in a year of schedule. After seeing execution certainty results on this project, I wouldn't execute any project without it. I mean, the same principles apply to larger projects or smaller. But I would take this into any project now that is in execution. This will help any project have more certainty, and be more successful. Schedule, cost, quality, safety, everything.
Execution certainty for the leaders who won't accept over budget, over time, over and over again.